YouTube, what's good? Um, didn't get a video up today. When you guys see this, it'll be Thursday, but didn't get a video up for Wednesday. So, you know, all praise to the Most High. Peace and blessings to everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. Um, I had dropped the video the other day talking about my experience of being on monk mode, hard monk mode for over 90 days. Um, And, at the time I was dealing with a flat line for a few days and I shook it, one way. And I guess this will just be a tip while you're in monk mode or on your SR journeys. And like I said, it's so crazy because as much as I said I didn't want this channel to be about SR, um, I'm kind of segueing into it being more so about monk mode. And I don't have control of it. The Most High is using my vessel to talk about it. So that's how real it is. Like I'm not controlling it. Like I don't have a choice. I got to be real with y'all and let y'all know what I'm going through. So that's the Most High working through my vessel and having me just speak on my experience while being on this. And the reason I can tell I got put on monk mode, and it's crazy I'm segueing into this. This video will be titled "The Reason Why I Got on Monk Mode." The Most High put me on this journey. I have been, he gifted me with the gift of being able to make music at a late age. And, a lot of people have been singing since they were kids. And maybe I always had the gift within inside me, but he awoken me to the gift when I was about 13 or 14. And I ended up getting chosen into all of the chorus classes and everything in school. I ended up going to competitions. I had never sang in my life. So for me to be gifted with the gift to sing, literally my freshman year of high school was when I came out of that shell. And I had a music teacher that I was, blessed to have as well. And he kind of transcended me into every musical program that the school had to offer. And in New York, we have things, they take chorus serious in different aspects. So we have things like NISMA and All County. And these are like basically school competitive avenues for those that are in chorus. And you have to, compete basically. And you represent your school through singing. But this was all new to me, but the Most High blessed me and I was able to flourish through all of these things throughout high school. At the same time, the Most High blessed me with a business sense. And now that I'm older, I can consciously see what I was given and what I was blessed with. And I always felt that these were things that I had. But, when you're coming through high school, you're seeing everybody's talents and everybody has gifts and everybody has talents, things that they're good at. But you don't really know if that's what you're going to do. You don't know, we don't accept it as our purpose. We've been programmed to still go away to school and do things that we know are going to pay the bills, and we don't do it. We're not programmed to do things that we love. We're programmed to do the things that we know are going to just pay the bills and, allow us to be financially happy and I guess live comfortably, but still working for somebody, where you're never trained to be your own person, especially when you're an art student. And I'll never forget when I was graduating, when you're an art student, you were looked down on. Now it's crazy. I'm sure all the art classes and everything are probably, that's a focus for a lot of people now because everything is media now, right? Everything is music and all of that. And I kind of saw that starting to change as I was graduating. But when I was in school, like the internet was just becoming a main source of how to, it was becoming a main source of just musical independence and people not needing a record label. And at the time, people were still, making EPs and demos and press kits to try to get on. They were finding managers and then they were trying to sign record deals. And we didn't even know about the dark side of that. It was just like, whoa, if you could get signed, that's crazy. You're going to get signed. But now we are in we are in an era now where you don't need a record label at all. It's going to take you longer to build traction and get on, or just get exposed It's going to take a lot more hard work and grind, but you can do it. Yeah, you might have to go out and work your regular 9 to 5 to invest into what you're doing. But at the end of the day, now with the internet, you'll have your own establishment without needing a record label, and you should be financially stable and financially free off of still doing what you love and balance it. And you learn how to look at me, excuse me. You learn how to balance everything. You learn how to balance your finances on the struggle. You learn the losses. You learn everything like that. So you're learning all the nooks and crannies of the game, and how to budget and work with small amounts of money to get yourself out there. So, and I'm not saying, look, a lot of people are still gonna always want to be signed and always want fame, and that's where it gets tough. For some people that I know that were doing music within my local circuit, look, people get frustrated that they're not getting on quick enough, so they're going to seek ways on how to get to them further or closer. It's always a race for individuals, but for me, Nipsey Hussle, it's interesting that he always said it was a marathon, but for me, it's like, it's a journey, it's a life journey. And, if you get it, if you make it to the likes of having a large following, then that's great. You've got real people that support you for who you are. But if you don't, it is what it is. You were still gifted with that talent to make that music. And I had to process that because I got caught into the pit of not seeing my music get traction, not seeing my content get traction. And I was feeling like, dang, what's going on? Like, I know my music is, I feel like my music is good. I'm confident that my music is good. How come it's not getting any traction? Then I started to realize, whoa, this is a business. The individuals that I'm seeing that got on, they didn't necessarily get on the same way that regular people are when they're just pushing their music. These people got managers, then they signed record deals, then they left the record deals, and you don't know what was going on behind closed doors in order to allow them to get to a different level, in order to allow them to break through the glass ceiling, and I just know now with the internet the way it is like this, I'd rather have a genuine core following just with those that rock with me on the internet. It's never about breaking through like that. But, who knows if my content eventually picks up enough traction to transcend me to a different point. Like I always say, I'll have to think and use my spirit of discernment before I cross any road that could take me to another level. And what am I gonna, if I'm gonna have to give anything in return, like my soul and my spirit, if it affects any of that, then it's not worth it. It's never worth it. But not, this is gonna be I'm making a crazy video right now. Back to what I was talking about with the Most High putting me on monk mode throughout most of my life. You're trying to find yourself spiritually, right? For me, I was trying to find myself spiritually, but I also got pulled into wanting a relationship and wanting love at a young age. And I guess that could be, that could have been modern day programming. It could have been how it was brought up. But, my father was always, a great father figure for me. He always told me, you're the man. You don't focus on, he never had me focus on relationships like that. It was always, he had me focus on being on my purpose and having my stuff together regardless. And I appreciate him for that because, that masculinity and that, I guess what individuals would say would be an alpha aspect, kept me grounded, but still, I fell short to love because I still wanted love. Also growing up, seeing your peers, it made it seem like being in a relationship and wanting love at a certain age was the main thing that we really were aspiring. Now we're in this era, literally, almost a decade later now from the time I was in high school, and nobody wants to be in relationships now. Everybody wants to just be out, turning up. I don't know. I guess maybe it'll go back to the wave of people wanting to be in a relationship after they done turned up again. But it's crazy. Like, the Most High put me on monk mode, and my first 90 days have been crazy. I healed. I came, like I said in my past videos, I was coming out of an LTR, but it wasn't even the LTR that the Most High was saving me from. He was just saving me from the life that I was living, period. And I could tell that he put me on this path so I could get focused on my mission in life. And yeah, still, am I urging certain things like, smoking weed, like sex? Yes, I do. The body, my flesh has urged for those things at random times. Like I mentioned in another video, my frequency is up. So the type of woman that I'm attracting now are women that I was never attracting before. And I'm confident with them too. I'm very confident now with them, but I'm not looking at them in a lustful way anymore. So monk mode has been showing me so much. I'm also able to talk to these women with full confidence now. Now I'm looking them in their face, and I'm trying to use the spirit of discernment to discern if this person is really a righteous person. Unfortunately, a lot of men and women of today are not righteous people. It's everybody is just sucked into carnal things, but at this time I'm feeding my spirit, and I see myself glowing up. I don't want to say I see myself glowing up because I want to be humble. I don't want my ego to be, because it's easy for your ego to come up when you're on these things like SR and monk mode. But I feel my glow. I feel my spiritual strength and my spiritual health coming up. So and that's a whole other thing. While on this journey, it just humbles you, and every day you got to put in the work. And I know I'm repeating what a lot of other content creators may talk about when it comes to being on these kind of journeys, but it's so true. And it's not easy. It's very hard. It's a challenge, but it's just something that you have to do as a man. You just know you have to do it as a man. So basically, I wanted this video to be about why I got on monk mode, and the main answer is I didn't really have a choice. The Most High put me on it because the way I was living, I drew further away from him. I was living a life of pleasure and lust, and I wasn't even focused on getting to where I needed to be, and he was still continuing to give me blessings, and I wasn't showing my gratitude. I wasn't grateful. I was worshiping the relationship, lust and sex, my weed, say my weed, but smoking weed, I was worshiping more. I was just not, I could feel that I was not in a good place spiritually. And when you are, I feel, a chosen individual, the Most High is going to pull you out of it. He's going to just pull you out of whatever situation that you're in that is not healthy for you, because you have a mission, and your calling is high. So he needs you to fulfill the mission if you want to, reach the kingdom. But if you're going to ignore it and you're still going to do what you want to do, you are going to get punished and possibly cursed out here because you're not listening, and I don't argue, I do fear God. I'm a God-fearing man. So, I know this was a quick, passionate video. Just wanted to get everything off my chest while I had all this passion and this vigor and this drive to make this video. But I'm going to continue to drop these videos on this channel regardless of how many views I'm getting on these videos. I enjoy making this, and I'm documenting my journey. But look, it's my channel. I'm going to upload what I want to upload on here. This is a self-improvement channel, as well as a channel where I will share my art and my music. And who knows, maybe I'll transition everything later down the line. But as of now, I'm expressing, documenting my journey on self-improvement, bringing you guys along with me. Even as just a standard regular vlogger, I don't want to put myself in a category, because YouTube used to just be able to vlog about your life and just talk about what you're doing. But now things are kind of categorized, So, yeah, this is, why I chose to get on monk mode, or how the Most High put me on monk mode, So, all right, if you haven't, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be on this later, all right? Peace. Love y'all.